After months of speculation and pre-campaigning, CBC News has confirmed the Prime Minister will officially call the next federal election as early as Sunday, possibly Monday. And with the election date already set for mid-October, it'll be more than twice as long as most campaigns. The CBC's Catherine Cullen has more from Ottawa tonight. Catherine, how about this campaign?
Paul, Canada's 42nd election campaign is shaping up to be a beast. At 11 weeks long, it will be the longest federal campaign in modern Canadian history. It's probably going to be the most expensive, too.
Truth is, any of their three parties have at least a shot at winning this election. Stephen Harper will launch the election campaign as early as Sunday, if not Monday, when he asks the Governor-General to dissolve the government. After that, it's a battle for the ballot question.
A choice between change or more of the same.
The NDP and the Liberals will spend the next 2.5 months insisting Canadians need change.
We need to show Canadians that real change is possible.
And that their party is the most reliable one to deliver it.
As we can be.
The Conservatives will encourage Canadians to stick with the safe and secure option, painting their rivals as risky.
Higher debt, higher taxes, eventual program cuts, that is what you get with Liberal and NDP policies.
Already, major themes have emerged: helping families, security, and improving the economy. And while an 11-week campaign is likely to be an exhausting run for all concerned, no one is backing down.
Is Tom Mulcair ready to go? Are New Democrats ready to go? You bet we are.
We relish the idea of having 77 days, again, to point out all of the deficiencies in the current government.
It comes down to who's got the best vision for the country.
Well, Paul, we expect Stephen Harper to be in Montreal for a rally on Monday. Tom Mulcair and Justin Trudeau will be in Vancouver for Pride. Everybody's got to make their way to Toronto for one of the first big events of the campaign. It is the first leaders debate. It's hosted by Maclean's magazine, a chance for the leaders to go head-to-head. They're also going to need a little bit of downtime before that in order to prepare. But a big question in the early days of the campaign is just how hard the parties want to go. Do they, for instance, want to try to save a little bit of money in an 11-week campaign, perhaps not take out the campaign planes and start crisscrossing the country? Perhaps they want to rely a little bit more on advertising to do some of the work for them. These are all things that are being discussed in the party back rooms right now.
And Catherine, so what are some of the challenges that come with such a long campaign?
Well, certainly the question of cost for the parties, and some of that gets passed along to taxpayers. It's also the question of public appetite, public attention. If you're the parties, how are you going to reach out to Canadians who may get a little bit sick of hearing about politics during an 11-week campaign? There's also the people working on the campaigns themselves. How do you keep volunteers coming out over the course of 11 weeks? Even for paid staff, the question of stamina during such a long stretch. And the party leaders who are front and center, the spotlight is on them. A lot of pressure not to mess anything up. Paul?
Thanks, Catherine.
Welcome.